Okay, hello everyone. I'm Sandro. You are?
Heather.
And you are?
Masood.
Great. So we are here to talk to you about feedback, right? Following from the amazing results of our Survey Monkey,
Yes.
right, where we got over 80% of satisfaction in our program.
Wow.
We decided to tell you a little bit more about feedback, right? Because we don't want you to think that feedback is only those comments that you get on your coursework on Turnitin. Feedback is much more than that. Heather, what is feedback for you?
Well, for me, it's about every single time I talk to somebody about an assessment or I talk to someone about how they're doing with their research or their referencing, every time that I'm able to say, this is good, but you want to think about that, then that's feedback. So it's not just at the end of the assessment, but in the whole process of doing that.
What about you, Masood?
Yeah, I just want to really add to some of the points that Heather made. For us, feedback is a very continuous process. It's before you actually start doing your coursework, during the process when you're completing your coursework, and after when we give you feedback on the work that you've done. So it's not just what you get after completion, it's basically starting right before you actually start doing your coursework.
Yeah, so we are talking about the feedback that we give before the coursework, so on marking criteria, or when the students are thinking about the coursework and they ask you questions via email or in class, or when you give informal conversations them in class as well, that can be considered feedback.
And also sometimes it's known as feed forward because you're actually giving feedback before the submission is due. So what we're doing is saying, remember when you write this particular piece to look at these items and to focus on that particular aspect. So that's us feeding forward so that you get the information you need to complete a successful assignment.
Yeah. Also, it's also important for students to know that, well, after they submit their coursework, after a couple of weeks they will get the comments on Turnitin. So it's important for them to go to Turnitin back and not only look the grades, right? It's important to look at the comments.
Exactly, and what is really, really important for you guys to know is that we are here to help. You have got access to your year leaders, you've got access to your personal tutors, you've got access to your lecturers and within the tutorial. So we are really here to help and we are happy to help. And if there are issues that are not clear to you, you need to make sure that you make time and effort to come and speak to us, and we can clarify issues, expand on different points that are not clear to you, and so on.
I would just add to that when we take the time to read every submission and to make notes that we think will help you improve, it's really important that we know that these are good notes for you and that you're able to come back to us and say, I understood what you said, and if you don't understand the comments, that you come and talk to us, because that's really what the whole point of feedback is.
So feedback is not only one way, right? So it's not
Exactly.
only just about us reading their coursework and writing. It is about also they want to know how they've done,
Absolutely.
what they are thinking about the coursework, and how they are planning their coursework, and how they communicate to us in order to ask us questions, and so we can give feedback on their planning, on their execution, on their presentation of their coursework. So it is much more complex than sometimes we realize. But I think our group is very, very open, and we try to reply emails all the time. We try to explain the courseworks in class. We try to have our marking criteria very clear on your Moodles, right? So.
And also our external examiners, the people who check the work that we do, are often say that our feedback is really detailed and really informative and shows students exactly how to improve their work in very specific areas. So we're trying hard to keep that up.
As well as you can give us your feedback as well, right? So we have feedback on our modules. When you comment about our modules, you can tell me, give me feedback if you liked my style today or not, right? You can give feedback about Masood and if he suits beard or not. So it's important. This is the feedback and the communication that is between us that is actually help us to grow as a community and as a program, right?
Right, and also we need to know from you if our feedback is working for you. Have your marks increased? Have you got better feedback? Have you got results that have improved steadily over the time? If not, you need to come and talk to us and find out what we need to give you to help you improve.
So let us know. It's about communication. It's about talking to each other. So we are here to help you, and I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll give you more videos further on, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay!